good.
Baby step, you mean?
Yep, right there. That's bright. They perfect right there. It's like Jesus is kissing your cheek. Baby step to the left. That's perfect. Right there. You look good. Okay. You got the floor, man. You got the
Don't we
sun.
always? You know what? As long as we got the floor under us, we got room to walk.
Man, let me say this. First off, as we start this conversation, thank you. Because in my mind, man, I've had a lot going on in my mind. And I've had somebody to talk to. And, you were there for me. So, thank you first off for that publicly. So, I just want that to be known. And yeah, man, we're introducing Ryan, to the world today because this guy has a great gift and just want everybody to know who he is. Like, you think that you're special, I'm special, other people are special, this guy's special. Okay, he's got something to offer the world, got something to make the world better with, and you just gotta just stick around and see. So this is one of my best friends. Hi Ryan, how you doing, man?
Oh, I'm doing beautiful, sir. Beautiful. You know what? It might be a gloomy sky in California today, but it ain't gonna take my sunshine away.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. Tell me what's going on out there.
Just trying to make sure I'm doing my part to keep myself healthy and keep my people in my home healthy by keeping my social distancing up, staying positive, and just trying to make forward progress on a daily basis. I started a new Coursera course on resilience for youth going through trauma. Before I start my position at Elaine Riddick's charter school as a school counselor.
Okay. So, I mean, tell me about the trauma in children. This is a good topic.
Well, just, when it comes down to how much children are suffering in this world when it comes to homelessness, food, and sexual abuse and violence, that is atrocious. And I think that's something that needs to be firmly dealt with and handled. And the best way to combat that is with an education and use your knowledge as your power.
Hey, I like hearing that. I came from that background of being hurt, domestic violence and everything. So it's nice to hear that somebody cares. Definitely, it's refreshing, Ryan. To be honest, like I finally got to a point in my life where I feel like I have some of the answers, But this conversation is for those that may still feel lost. So I have to take the plight and then the perspective of, well, let's say I don't have the answers, and now I'm coming to you, and I'm a 16-year-old kid, or I'll give you just a scenario, and now my mom or dad doesn't have time for me because they're going through a divorce. Like this is the scenario that I had to live through, right? So like, is there a solution? How do we fix that? Because this kid feels like there's nobody to talk to.
Well, the course has just started a couple weeks ago. It's a very, very in detailed course, and I'm really enjoying the fact that the one thing that I've discovered is the key attribute that we need in order to help kids achieve their goals and lead a better life than their parents did is love and acceptance. If we can love the people we're with and choose to show them the ways that we would want to learn if we had a second chance, how we could have been able to avoid so many disastrous things in our own lives if we would have had that knowledge, that's information we need to pass along to the youth. That way they don't have to struggle through the same pains that we did.
Mm-hmm. I love it because it's still, a perfect answer, and it's true. Like, we don't have the answer to everything right at the moment, but having the ability to look back, it does give us, that ability to look back, and So that kind of just gives us a great perspective, man, of, you know, we can look back, we can see each other for who we are, what we've been doing, and say, all right, I've got an answer now because I've been there, I lived through it. It's really the only way to get the answer is to live through it, man. So I like hearing that.
Experience is the key that makes our mind stronger.
Mm.
It's not what we lack, it's all about how we react. When we find ourselves in times of trouble, it's not about what you choose to get out of it, it's how you choose to broaden your mind to know that you're in control of it.
Did you say it's not what we lack, it's how we react?
Yes.
Okay. I like this. I like this. Mm.
If words weren't meant to go together, they wouldn't rhyme so well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's true, man. So I feel like as we open up this segment here, you know, we first got to let everybody kind of subscribe into what we want them to, you know, participate in. So we're going to take this moment, let you guys first subscribe. Okay. Click on the subscribe button. Let's get involved in this conversation. We're going to continue this conversation with Ryan in our next segment. And stay tuned. Here we go. 1 second. We'll be right back. All right. Thanks, guys, for taking a break. We are back again with the awesome guru. I call him Guru Ryan. And this guy is just amazing. Brian, I do want to know more about you and your story. You know, I mean, it's great. We get to talk about childhood trauma and everything, but the world doesn't understand who you are, bro. And like I know who you are, and I think they should know a little bit deeper about your story. Like, if you want to share, you know, that's up to you.
Oh, it'd be my pleasure, Sam. I've had an interesting journey on my path. I was very, very fortunate as a young man being born in Santa Cruz, California, having an older brother, 2 years older, and a sister that was 5 years older, with my mom, who was a single mom, working in the fashion industry for 25 years, supporting her children. Now, I was very fortunate, very lucky. I got to, play games, have fun, not see any trauma or have any distress in my life. Then, when I was as I got older, when I was 21, I was in a horrific car accident and had 75 places on my brain that were bleeding and was in a coma for 3 months. I had a 3% chance of ever walking and talking again after I lost 6 out of 8 pints of blood, and had to just go back to the roots and just start working from the ground up again. I had gained 135 pounds while I was in a coma, and I taken off 135 pounds now. So I
Man,
got myself back in shape. And then I just tried to start educating myself, and my favorite subject has always been psychology. And I started to research and study my own brain and use myself as my test bunny. And I was able to weed out and get myself to a state of mind where I was able to start making forward progress again. And since then, I have become an ordained apostle with the churches, and by Master Prophet Noel. And then I also received my international life coaching certification through 6-Star Life Coaching.
now see, that's what's interesting is, you know, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And what's interesting is, you know, a lot of times people would say, okay, I have this achievement and, you know, the life coaching thing is amazing, right? But the first thing that you mentioned was your work for God. So it's like, oh man, you keep killing me. Like, like this guy here, like.
First and foremost, I always work for God.
Mhm.
That's my best friend. He's the reason I'm here. He's the reason I'm healthy. He's the reason I have the beautiful things in my life that I do cherish.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to sour my life by not paying tribute to the one person that made it possible.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it's beautiful because you said person. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you said the one person, because at that time, you know, God came down to be just that one person for us. And it's a beautiful thing. Like as you speak, you continue to invoke the spirit. And that's why I wanted to talk to you. Even, at this moment, we've had a lot of times to um, think about what we would do and how we possibly would get online. But now we're forced to, and we had this chance. And then here, the spirit still shows up every time you speak. And so that's what I
Well,
wanted to capture.
it's a simple understanding of when you broaden your mind and you open your spirit and you really get to the frequency of the God frequency,
Hmm.
you are then released from the charges of man, and you then get to lead your path the way that you see it fit.
Hmm. I hear you. I hear you. Like choose your character. I love your platform, man. I love it. Like you
Well,
get
and
to
choose your
choose.
character.
Yes, sir.
You who have helped me set this nonprofit up for a good amount of years, okay? You've helped me define and come to terms with what I want choose your character to be. And choose your character, as you and I both know, is a great platform for people to put their lives together or put their lives back together. We help and find the resources that people need in order to gain or reach the goals that they want to reach.
And the good thing that I can say, I mean, it's so beautiful here that, or it's like, yeah, it's a God thing, not the good. It's a God thing. See, we were using online resources to help people, even when we weren't in their areas. Starting with some of the other platforms, or we had Do It for the Kids, Text for Help, and other things that
Circle of
we were able to
Angels.
lean on. Yeah, but the cool thing is now we can sit back, do all we're supposed to do, take the knowledge that we learned, right? Move forward with the American Disability Association, have
Oh,
that support.
congratulations on that, sir. I am so proud of you for getting that done.
Yeah.
As a fellow disabled person, I can't tell you how much just peace and just quality I feel and have for you for every venture you make when it comes to helping others.
Because that's what it's all about. All of these platforms are gifts. I'm an IT consultant. I stay in my lane. I do IT work. I'm a martial arts instructor, and I'm a father and good friend. That's me. But everything else that I'm doing, that's not Sam. Those are things that are for the community, that will be controlled by the community, gifts to give away, resources, using the online tools that we were using prior to. Now we have the skill sets to now utilize these same digital platforms in this most dire time and need, where we can now leverage our communication tools, leverage this conferencing tool, leverage what we have via the internet to talk to each other, to brainstorm on what solutions should be. Even though we're social distanced, we can now use the social internet of everything concept that we have developed to move forward into the world and provide a solution for social crises, for social change, and to bring social justice, to bring social moral goals to a place where it's at its highest value, where that's the thing that we care about the most, is how we treat each other, how we're there for one another, how we can actually help one another. So Ryan,
Well,
you're the epitome of that.
if there's anything that this quarantine or social distancing should be teaching everyone, it is the fact that together we prosper. Alone, we feel alone. And there's no greater fear than feeling alone.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And with GoXtel Communications Company, okay, a brilliant platform that Sam has built, it is something that gives everyone the opportunity to reconnect and not feel left out.
Hmm. That's how you feel? I felt like we were just IT consultants solving problems over there.
No, we're making sure that everyone has a source to be able to be heard or to communicate with those that they wish to communicate with.
That's true. That's true. Because if they don't have a telephone, we can connect that. If they don't have the internet, we can connect that. You are exactly right. You're exactly right. Because that's what we have here. If I didn't have my computer, if you didn't have a phone or internet, or if I didn't have internet, we wouldn't be collaborating now. And actually, the collaboration is at its highest because of the tools that we have with the devices and with the technology and the software that's over the top of the current platform. So this software gives us the ability to talk, to share files, chat with each other. I mean, it's actually really great. Actually, I've enjoyed this
Well,
conversation.
in almost the 10 years that you and I have been friends, how many times have we met face to face?
Hmm. Face to face.
Exactly. Zero, sir. A big, big zero.
Yeah.
Nada. Okay? And look at everything that we have helped each other accomplish and get done by using communication tools. Okay? We are only but an example of what can be done if we choose to use the resources that are available.
Yes, sir.
And that's what GoXtel does, is lets people know about the resources that are within their reach.
That's true. Go tell that. I like that. And if only if it was for uh our our not pain but happiness, it would be great. But it's because of the pain we've gone through. It's because of the times where we were shut out, the times where we didn't have the ability. So it'd be
Well,
nice to, to not
when it
have the
comes
pain,
to
but the pain brought us
when it
here.
comes to the trials and tribulations we have to face on this earth,
Hmm.
it is not a waste. It is a lesson, and it grows us stronger. So when we do get to a place of peace, that we can prosper and share the love and joy that we have collected on this journey.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, Ryan, that's that's it, man. That's it.
Hey, it's never for me, it's only for we.
You know, there's so much stuff that I had to look back on, right? That now I'm in such peace now. You said it exactly right. We're just joy and helping others, and it's a great place to be now. And thank you for pulling out the spirit, bro. 'Cause,
If I don't let him reign free, then I'm already cheating myself. And that's why my favorite song is Let It Shine. When you got the light, you got to let it shine.
oh, and it's very interesting that you have that same light over your shoulder. See, can I say something real quick? Look at this. The light that's over my shoulder and the light that's over your shoulder, it's the same light. See, we're actually in the same place right now at the same point in time
Yeah.
because we're still on Earth. Earth is one place with one sun, and it gets to shine on us the same, even though I'm in Maryland and you're in California.
Other sides of the country, practically. And we still got the sun shining. We're still sharing smiles. And
Mm,
guess
mm,
what?
mm.
No one is taking us away from the love that we have for the people in our lives and the opportunities that we have before us.
Sure. Man, what do we do? It's time to close this out. How do we close this out? This great message. Thank you.
Well, I can only say this, Sam. To everyone that hears this, thank you for taking the time to put your mind at work to find a result for yourself, to find love and patience and joy.
Yes.
If you want to get ahead in this world, you've already connected to the greatest resource you will find, my brother Sam. I look at him as a North Star, and I will
Yeah,
always
okay, guys.
have his back
This,
because God has led me to him. And just like one of God's apostles, Sam is here to work for the people. Game
yes.
over.
Okay, guys. I don't know what to say, but yes, look at God, not me, please, because that's really what this is ultimately about. Deep down, I don't even want to do this, but I know we got to do something. We didn't prepare anything. This was unscripted. And I do know that if you do listen to the voice and God inside you, you can find some peace. It's got to be hard out there. It's been hard for me. It's hard for everybody right at this moment. But hold on. Go get your Bibles. Pray. Get on your knees. Whatever you got to do. But get closer to your God because it's one God. It's all of our God. We serve together and we must live and survive together. Stay safe out there, guys, okay? This quarantine, we're going to get through this. God bless you and God keep you. Peace out. Thank you to our sponsors. Have a wonderful day.